Hey everybody, I'm going to do a quick KonMari inspired book decluttering session. So I'm going to run through the house and look at books that we don't need anymore, that no longer spark joy. I think we can let go of the Beetle book. I think I want to keep the rest of them. This little book of talent I really recommend. Definitely sparks joy. Over here I have some books I took out from the library. Down on the floor, I have my collection of New York Review of Books and London Review of Books. So I do need to go through this and figure out if there are any that I can get rid of. And then over here, let's see. This is temporarily on hold. These music books, part of me, I have trouble getting rid of them, but I might at least put them somewhere else. And I really do recommend using the KonMari technique of actually holding the book. These other two books are basically just working as shelves. Okay, so I already went through this room, but I think there's probably one or two more items that I can pull out. These are already books that I went through with the initial KonMari method. This stash of magazines can probably go. And it's just useful to just quickly revisit every so often and see if there's anything that just jumps out at you that you don't want anymore, because sometimes things just find their way back into your shelves and you don't need them. But if you do this, I think you'll be surprised at what you find, because even if you've already decluttered, so far I went through my kids' room, and there's the two children's books I know they don't like. I grabbed some other things. I get a lot of books from like free libraries. This was a good, fun read. Now, I know I want to keep this. This is definitely something I want to keep. So the KonMari method is to hold it and ask yourself the question. Yeah, I'm not feeling like I can get rid of those at this moment. I'm going to get rid of this one, though. Now we're in the living room, and let me just see if anything jumps out at me among the kids' books. As your kids get older, it's kind of a painful truth that all the little kid books start to get ignored because they're definitely not reading them anymore. Maybe this sharks book could go. I know my son really loved that shark book for a long time, but maybe that could go. And what about down here? Well, I just got this house wiring book from a free box. Moving over to this shelf, I think I can let go of this one. I've had it for a while and I've never really gotten into it. What is this? This is like, it's very hard to read, but it's a book of biographies. It's kind of cool. So these are sort of some books that I've had for years that I'm not going to really get rid of. What is this one? It's about playing piano. Okay. Down here, these are pretty ignored down here. Is there anything I could let go from down here? There's some great stuff here. But I think it's good to go through and probably to reshelve things too, so that they get fresh. I have some piles here, and yeah, all these can go. These magazines I'm going to recycle, and I just have to, once you get a stack going, the urge to add to the stack is strong, very, very powerful. So I do feel kind of a powerful urge to add these books to the pile, but I don't know. I think I'm going to resist for the moment, even though, here's the thing. What KonMari says is, once you've read the information, are you going to revisit it, And also, there's so much information on the internet, and you may use that. So sometimes it can be nice to hang on to stuff to possibly re-gift it as well. The reason I have never subscribed to the New Yorker is because I definitely do not want to be buried by New Yorkers. I get a lot of my magazines from the gym, and I'll bring magazines to the gym and get rid of them. So I'm gonna quickly go through this stack and see if I want to keep these or read them or not. This was a great article, The Adventures of George Plimpton. That was neat. Okay, I think I can let it go, that one. Oh, I still want to read this, The Life of Wallace Stevens. I read all those, or a lot of those. This was very interesting about how the future really wasn't achieved as promised, but yeah, I read that one. And, okay, we're going to, I'll keep this one a lot longer. Okay, so, as I mentioned, I had already decluttered all of these guys. So, I already had these guys. So this is a pretty nice stack. So these go into the recycling, and these go into the recycling. Just going through all the rooms in the house, including my boys' room, but not discarding anything that, you know, would really be against their will. But there's a few things that I know they're just never going to look at, that I haven't professed, you know, great love for. And I'm able to get this whole stack of things together and put them in a bag and take them to Goodwill. So I hope that inspires you to do some quick book decluttering, and you'd be amazed at how nice it is to just keep the flow of information coming, because there's always that sense, especially in this day and age we live in, you know, you've got to consume everything. But remember what KonMari says, the time to read something was when it first came into your life and you first had that inspiration to read it. And if you haven't done it after that, then you should just let it go. And also, if you have read it, then you either retained the information or it wasn't given to you in a way that you needed, and you should still let it go and wait until something else comes along. So I hope you enjoyed this quick book decluttering video. Thanks. Bye.